Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing and to another video where I am super excited. You may have seen I have announced that I am going to be making my racing return this year, racing in a Porsche Championship in the UK. It's been amazing after 3-4 years out of the game. We are back, and today you can hear cars are going round and it's all starting to become real because I've just arrived at Silverstone Racing Circuit, where today you are going to see my new race car that has just been delivered. So you would have seen I announced at the Autosport show that the championship I'm doing, the Porsche Cayman GT4 series. Well, today the car is here and it is at Silverstone because that was not my actual car. So what we're going to do is you're going to see it. You're going to see, well, it doesn't have a livery on it at the moment, but today it is going on track for the first time as well. You're going to see a POV today. You're going to see all sorts from inside the car. We're going to be looking at setup. We're going to be looking at all the different data. We're going to make sure the car's running properly, but you're going to get a full behind the scenes today here at Silverstone, and it's all starting to become real that this year I am back racing professionally. We have a championship to win and I cannot wait. I just can't even wait to see for you guys to see the livery when we reveal it, and even the first race and everything. It's going to be the best year ever and you are all coming along for the ride. So before we go and see my car, this is casual. Well, today's not a normal track day. Today is a test day, so there's lots of amazing trucks and full-on race teams are here. It's not like a track day, it's a little bit different. It feels like you are like in like an F1 paddock. Someone is obviously driving their car around the track, but has turned up in this, a Porsche 918 Spider, so that's pretty awesome to see this just outside. And an amazing truck with, I'm not sure what's inside there, but this is directly in front of us, a 918 Spider. How amazing is that? Very cool. Got a sort of funky livery on it as well, but that is goals, isn't it? Let's be honest. You turn up to a racing circuit, you turn up in your 918 and you go testing. I mean, that's my dream. It's sat right there. And we are now in the pit lane. This is really cool. It's actually the lunch break at the moment. I've turned up a little bit late. I've let the sort of development work go on this morning, so I've turned up a little bit later to the day, but it's all very, very quiet. We are here in the old pits, and what is happening today, like I mentioned, is they're basically getting a shakedown, and that's what happens when a brand new car arrives. You have to take it to the circuit, you have to bed it in basically, and start slow and then build it up, because brand new engines, brand new gearbox, everything, and just take it a little bit easier. So today Dino Zamparelli, he has been out in the car. He raced the car last year, so it doesn't make much sense for me to drive the car today. It's interesting today. I wanted to get a behind the scenes to show you as well, so you can actually see what it's like and all the process of what goes into it. And then we'll have an onboard on Dino's camera so you can see that as well. But the car, this one is all white, and then because my livery, we need to design it, and then I reveal who my sponsors are, and then we get going. There she is. Oh yes, look at that. There is the new racing car for 2020, ladies and gentlemen. It's had a couple of sessions. The car has been going around on wet tyres, as you can see. So these are, the track is quite greasy, so these are the tyres which have been used this morning. These are Michelin's, and that just allows the water just to, the wets get rid of the water basically. That's why you have the treaded tyres. Quite cold, so its likelihood is that this weather is not going to improve today because it is so cold. It is only sort of a few degrees outside. As you can see right now, the car is currently placed on air jacks, so as you can see just here, so the car, that allows the car to raise up, and then the wheels come off, and that allows access to the brakes to check everything's okay with the brakes and things like that. That actually attaches just there, so you attach that from the air jacks which are there, and then that goes on, and then that allows the car to go up. This is a brand new spanking GT4 Club Sport. You haven't seen my last video, it was the one that was on show, but they are so cool. The downforce that the rear wing generates, the downforce that the rear diffuser generates, and then when you have a look at the inside, you can see brand new wheel. All of this is just totally brand new, and we will take you through the wheel and everything which is on here on the test day when I'm in the car in a couple of weeks, and then just show you every single button, what is going on, because there is so much to sort out and show you that you haven't actually seen already. So we will definitely do that. Let me bring in the man. Dino Zamparelli's here. Main man.
Right.
Sponsorship manager, in fact.
Back again by popular demand.
Back again by popular demand. So Dino is the man driving today. He is shaking down the car, going through all the process of what a shakedown includes, and we're going to show you all of that and what that sort of entails. And Dino has been working on the sponsorship side and bringing in very exciting partners for this year for Mine campaign. And all of the sponsors are going to be revealed shortly. That's why the livery is currently all white. And when it is at the launch event, which is going to happen at the start of April, then my livery will be revealed and the sponsors will be revealed as well. So lots is going on behind the scenes. We're flat out, and exciting stuff is to come.
Yeah, we're warming up.
We're warming up.
So explain a little bit what we're doing today, because it's a bit vague.
Well, you can go on.
Well, okay, well, all right.
Take it away.
It's a bit wet and miserable, Silverstone.
Yes.
In January it's going to be, but
we're
warming up. We picked up the car 2 days ago, so it really is just a case of getting everything sorted, the suspension, like just checking everything out really, and just a full day, and I'm doing all the donkey work basically.
Explain to us what happens today. So you get a brand new car like the GT4. This is obviously racing this season. What is like the process and what you go through?
We're just making sure that everything works, from suspension, roll bars, engine, the gearbox. We do everything. It's like a systems check, most of it, and it's all the boring work that someone like you wouldn't want to do.
You can't go flat out straight away.
Yeah, no. I mean, obviously I drove this car all of last year, so it really helps to know kind of all the bits and bobs that kind of make it, so all the sounds, everything. Just making sure that literally everything is in order for when you start driving it.
And is it in order?
So far so good. We're only halfway through the day.
Yeah, you're only halfway through the day.
But so far so good.
So far so good.
It was fine before you came, and that's all we need to know.
You turned up and it's all gone downhill. But these are mega, aren't they? You've driven cup cars, you've driven all sorts. In conditions like this, people will probably want to know, what does this car give you confidence? Tell them.
Yeah, I mean, it's got ABS.
Yeah.
Which means you can actually like really leather the brake pedal. And in these conditions, you know, when you just...
With those boots, you can hit it as hard as you want.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know when you're thinking about locking up,
yeah,
you just don't want to lock up. Whereas this car won't lock up for you. That's the benefit. It's just a good car to drive. It's really friendly. Traction control as well. Again, in the cold, wet track on January at Silverstone, you kind of want that nice bit of traction.
Something to give you confidence.
We're not pushing that hard. Basically not trying to take too much tread off it. Just because today it's just systems checks.
System check. Go easy. We're probably what three weeks away from my first test day.
Yeah, we're waiting for it to warm up.
And then we can properly do some more days with that. And some people won't know how many days we've got planned or what we've got planned leading up to the season. We're going to do roughly 5 test days, we reckon. That's probably about right. I want to be a front runner. Dino wants me to be a front runner. That's all very, very important. And my sponsors want me to be a front runner, which is another thing. The first race is end of April, so end of April. But at the start of April, this will have a livery on it. It is going to look totally different, and we are going to design it and show you potential designs later down the line, but it will have something funky, and you can imagine if it's me and us at the helm of this livery. Imagine all the livery or all the different stuff we can do. If you have any ideas, let us know. But honestly, I can't wait to reveal my sponsors and you guys see who they are, what's going on, etc. Because exciting stuff is definitely coming. But honestly, these cars are so good, and to be racing flat out in one of these is going to be a wheel to wheel. Give us a quick stats rundown of this car, because some people might not have seen the last video.
425 brake horsepower.
Yes.
Settings of ABS.
Yeah.
So I've been informed. Traction control.
Yeah, we know about that. Okay. Does this generate much downforce to rear wing?
Not really.
No.
You'd feel it if it fell off, for sure.
Yeah.
But if you move it up or down a little bit, you're not really going to feel the difference. I'll take it off, we'll see.
Yeah. Take it off. Yeah?
It's the only way to find out for sure.
We'll see how you get on, Dino.
Right, what we're going to show you is what it's like to look at the data which we've been going through today, and what we need to look at when we are shaking down a car. Go on then, Dino.
Alright, so this is actually just like a lap of Silverstone. So this is corner by corner, each a full lap of Silverstone. So what we look at is we zoom into one corner, for example this one, Cops, turn 1.
Yep.
And there's two lines you can see, green and red, and we're literally just comparing each lap, and we can compare every single lap we do and every input. So this here is a speed trace. So yeah, that one there, that's 126 kilometers an hour.
There you go, you see that there, yeah.
So you can really, it's quite cool, you can really compare the 2 laps, and these are 2 laps from the same driver. You can see one lap was a lot faster in the way in, about 5 or 6 kilometers faster, and ultimately the time's quicker. So it's a really good way of obviously improving and trying to understand exactly how much speed you can carry through the corners and so on.
Yep.
We've got other inputs such as braking, accelerating, G-force. I mean, it's quite a lot. Today we're only focused on speed.
Yeah.
And then the engine and then RPM. We've got a lot of like sensors at the moment we're just trialing.
Yeah.
But we'll eventually, the 3 most important are brake, throttle, and speed for you. For a beginner like you, it's going to be.
On a race weekend, we will just be staring at this the whole time, just because you're looking at all your little things. So here I would just be saying, right, he carried more speed, the one in the green carried more speed in, but then his exit wasn't as good. This is day 1 back at school. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to now hand it over to Dino and show you some onboards and what it's going to be like around the track. Look after it.
Wing Wednesday.
So there we go, the car is now parked. It's parked up, it's the end of the day, and I hope you enjoyed a couple of onboard laps in the new GT4 race car. Me watching from the sidelines has been a little bit hard. And the conditions, it's greasy, it's not even dry, it's not even wet, it's in between. So a couple of times you would have seen the traction control lights coming on there, you would have seen braking online, offline. But I hope you're excited for this season as much as I am. My sponsors are going to be announced for the season very shortly as well. There is lots coming up, so for sure don't miss it. But I hope that just gave you a slight insider to how amazing this year is going to be, and the livery and all sorts. It's just amazing. It's such a good little car, and we are fighting for a championship this year, and hopefully we can win it. That is the aim. I'm going into this championship with the aim of winning it. I don't go into any other championship differently. Fingers crossed. I will be in the car in roughly 3 weeks time, and then I'll give you all more details and data and all sorts. But let me know. that means the pit lane's back open. I better go. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you want to see on the next one when we're next back on track. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Everyone's heading back out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all very soon.